What's up, people, and welcome to a video that I am excited to make. Focus has released a new Space Marine 2 gameplay trailer today, and I wasn't the first one out the gate to cover this, as usual, because I do have a job. And, yeah, I refused to watch it while I was at work so that I could actually watch it with you guys and see it for the first time. The last trailer that they put out, I think, was less than a minute, and I really didn't feel like turning that into a 20-minute long video like some people like to do. And I avoided it like the plague. Plus, it wasn't anything we hadn't already seen. So, in this video, we're going to take a look at it, we're going to react to it, we're going to pick it apart with a fine-tooth comb, and I'm going to talk about the latest Games Workshop FU to US customers. But, yeah, let's see what's over here. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. I got to put my trusty headphones on and get my hair out of my eyes because it's bothering me. I should probably clean my glasses too, because I can't see a goddamn thing. There we go. Alright. Now I can put my old man glasses back on. Alright. And let me find it. And the title of this video is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 Gameplay Overview Trailer from the Focus Entertainment channel. Let me go full screen. Let me not full screen me. And let me also probably turn the volume down to about halfway on this. That might still be too loud. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Space Marine 2, the newest installment in the Warhammer 40,000 franchise. Brought to you by Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment. I'm Oliver Hollislake, creative director on the project, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of the game's story, game modes, progression, and a whole lot more, giving you a taste of what's to come when the game releases on September 9th.
Alright, hopefully we get some new campaign.
Space Marine 2 is a third-person action shooter set in the grim, dark universe of Warhammer 40,000. The game's campaign mode allows you to experience this epic story either solo or with up to 3 players in co-op.
Alright. Pause. If I have the chance to play with 3 other people in a Space Marine campaign, I am hoping there is at least some sort of customization options, right? So that everybody's kind of different from each other. Either that or we all just look like Primaris Ultramarines, which is about as generic as you can get. So, it'd be interesting to see what they do with that.
Space Marine 2's story begins a century after the events of the first game. Captain Demetrian Titus is a genetically enhanced super soldier and hero of the Ultramarines.
Hold on. That is not how the last game ended. So, are they going to expand upon you basically getting fucked in the ass at the end of the first game? By fucking Leandros and the Inquisition? Because I've been waiting like 13 fucking years to find out. And crickets.
Eradicate your kind from the galaxy.
Titus has returned to the Ultramarines.
You're a lieutenant now.
Where he is demoted to lieutenant.
Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
And forced to prove his loyalty in the heat of battle.
Bruh.
On a distant world, he must face one of humanity's most fearsome adversaries, the Tyranids.
Bugs.
As you take control of Titus and his fellow battle brothers, Chiron and Gadriel, you'll be thrown into the thick of a war of galactic proportions. Thanks to our unique swarm technology, allowing us to render hundreds...
Okay. If those are unique models all on screen at the same time, which I think they are because they're kind of piggybacking off of the World War Z engine, then that is going to be batshit. If I get to crush 800 Tyranids at once with my boot, fuck it. Let's go.
Hundreds of real enemies on screen at the same time. You'll face seemingly endless waves of crawling, running and swooping enemies as far as the eye can see. You must repel a Tyranid invasion and rid the system of the Xenos threat, battling in the claustrophobic jungles of Kadaku, the majestic planet-spanning metropolis of Avarax and other epic locations. After each successful mission, you'll return to the Battle Barge, a space fortress serving as the Ultramarines' orbital headquarters.
I better be able to
Here
name it
you can
whatever I
gather
want.
crucial intel by interacting with onboard personnel. Review your next targets and tailor your loadout to your upcoming mission. Whether you prefer close combat or ranged warfare, the Ultramarines' wide range of equipment offers you an array of devastating weapons and unique special abilities.
Yes, please.
A balanced approach is certainly wise, since performing a brutal melee finisher replenishes your armor and keeps you in the fight for longer.
Just like the first one.
Shred the enemies of humanity with the iconic chainsword. Liquefy them with the melter rifle, or crush them with the mighty thunderhammer. How you vanquish the Tyranid invaders is entirely up to you.
Your duty is not yet done.
Now this is what's going
Beyond
to be
the story-
interesting before we go further with the multiplayer stuff. Was that they were basically a certain number of classes, right? And then you could just reskin them with a different legion the last time that this was brought up. And it wasn't very good. Like, they still had Ultramarines sigils and markings, but it was like a Dark Angel's color. And I'm hoping that that's not the case, and this showcases something that has been fixed to where it's actually Legion specific and not just like a reskin Call of Duty type bullshit power play here.
Story campaign, you'll find Operations Mode. Here, the focus is on cooperation and replayability.
Oh, so
Play as one of 6 classes with unique skills and abilities.
The Emperor provides.
Then develop and customize them to make them...
Whoa. Let's go back here. Let's take a look at this. Maybe I can slow it down a little bit more. Okay, so I want to get back to where they're... Okay, probably about right here, right? Did I go too far? I went too far.
Operations Mode. Here, the
I'm gonna try.
focus is on...
Actually, I could probably... Let's put this down to half.
Cooperation and replayability.
So we got Zinch demons. I can see that.
Play as one of 6...
Okay, so we got Assault, Tactical, Vanguard, Bulwark, Sniper, Heavy. So your typical video game classes. Your tanks, your supports, your ranged.
6 classes with unique skills and...
I like how the Aquila is on the shell. Like, that is an attention to detail that this game is going to desperately need.
abilities.
Okay. So we got the Ultramarine with the Thunderhammer. I'm okay with that.
The Emperor provides.
And that's what I was trying to find right here. So, obviously we got Death Guard. There's a Dark Angel there, Raven Guard. Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Then
Oh, there's so many more. There's so many more.
develop and custom.
Okay, the customization options are kind of lacking, but I'm sure they're gonna add more to that.
Customize them to make them.
Emblems, okay. That right there, the Shark Boys are gonna be happy. Sons of Horus, Alpha Legion. There's a few in here. My favorite boys, my Iron Warriors are there. But these are some Heresy era sigils. Or emblems, whatever you want to call them. Logos. I'm okay with this. Alright. So far, so good. Turn this back to normal. And the cat.
Them your own.
Watch.
Whether you prefer the sniper's stealth cloak and long-range capabilities, the Vanguard's grapnel launcher, or the Bulwark's chapter banner and storm shield
yes.
combination, your Space Marine specialty, along with those of your squad mates, will be decisive on the battlefield. The more missions you play, the more you'll unlock cosmetics for your Space Marine.
Good. Yes.
You'll also earn XP and armory data that you can spend in the Battle Barge's armory to unlock new class perks and improve your armament's performance.
Yes. That's good. I like that.
War demands eternal discipline.
Okay,
If you're into more competitive challenges, well then you're in for a treat. Enter the fray in our Eternal War mode, where you'll be able to pit yourselves against other players. 6 Space Marines clash against 6 of their sworn Chaos adversaries.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Night Lords, Alpha Legion. I can't see anything on this bad boy over here, but I am pretty sure that's an Iron Warrior. Pretty sure. Yeah, 99%.
In arenas inspired by the game's rich settings. Choose your preferred rule set, be it the intense Annihilation Deathmatch, strategic Seize Ground, or the exhilarating Capture and Control. Then engage in adrenaline-pumping matches that will test your skills against players from across the world. Each skirmish offers you the chance to earn more XP and add more weapons to your arsenal as you prove your valor on the battlefield.
Okay, so your average multiplayer experience. I'm okay with that.
That's all just a taste of what is to come.
Hold up. What the fuck was that?
Taste of what is to come. We can't wait for you to experience the
Did I
passion.
miss it? Oh,
It's all just a taste.
I still missed it, but okay. All right.
That's all
that is
just
exciting.
a taste of what is to come. We can't wait for you to experience the passion and
That
care
look like
that
a
our
white
teams
star?
have poured into this game. We've got more surprises in store for you, to be revealed very soon.
In his name I will fight! For the Emperor!
Pre-order the standard, gold or ultra editions and defend humanity on September 9th when Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 launches on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC.
They need to stop doing this. I know it's already been said by other people, but this, oh, buy the Super Ultra Ultimate Edition and you get this extra skin, you get to play it early, and you get the season pass. Come on. The only reason, literally the only reason I would buy the collector's edition of this is for the statue. The Titus statue that comes with it of him killing a Tyranid. That's the only reason. I could give a fuck less about the rest of it. Plus, I also have a soft spot in my heart for this franchise. The actual Space Marine game franchise. Now, well, I guess you could call it a franchise now. Like I said, we've been waiting 13 fucking years for a sequel. But it's just so scummy.
Heed the call of war, for
Now, the
your
gold
craft
edition.
is death.
Ugh. Oh, and we're not going to watch this, but if you look up this video, dash cam footage downtown Houston when tornado hits, it wasn't actually a tornado, it was a derecho, and it fucked everything up. This is a crazy fucking video, but we're not here to watch this. I'm just saying. But yeah, I am genuinely excited for Space Marine 2. I noticed that they're not showing too much of the story, and I don't really blame them, because that's kind of what everybody is interested in at this point, outside of the multiplayer. And they haven't really talked about the writing. I know a lot of people are skeptical, because of who was involved in making this game, and I believe is no longer involved in making this game. But I am hoping, please, just let them stay true to the first game. If they keep that same formula, then it's going to be fantastic. Just plain and simple. That's all they have to do. They just have to keep that same formula, leave out all the bullshit, and make it a fucking Space Marine game. That's it. And they have a straight up fucking cash cow. But, as we all know, that's often hard for these publishers to do because of reasons. So yeah, that was the gameplay reveal that came out today. The other thing I was talking about at the beginning of this video was the fuck you from Games Workshop to customers outside of the UK. And I brought it up not that long ago that they somehow magically found hundreds of copies of The End in the Death that they somehow recovered from the scalpers. And what they did was they dedicated a day for people to go to Warhammer World and pick up a book. A limited edition of The End in the Death Volume 3. The most disastrous Black Library book launch that has ever occurred. And if you go to Warhammer World today, you will still see limited edition copies of The End in the Death Volume 3 sitting on the shelves. And from what I understand, I could be wrong, but I have heard zero information on this. They may or may not set aside a certain amount, or they may or may not have set aside a certain amount for other locations, other regions. That is a huge slap in the face to customers outside of the UK, like myself, where the only End in the Death I was missing was that one particular book. And now it's sitting on the shelf at Warhammer World and not on my bookshelf. So, yeah, if they don't do something as far as giving us a shot, and when I say us, I mean people in Canada, people in North America, people in Australia, people in Japan, anybody outside of the UK that didn't get another chance at this book, that is a huge fuck you to customers like me and you. And it sucks. Because if their whole goal was just to be like, all right, you guys get it and that's it, and fuck everybody else, then I don't know if I can continue to support Games Workshop in the capacity that I have been. There's no reason they couldn't have done that. None whatsoever. Zero. You cannot come up with an excuse for them not to allocate some to other regions. You just can't. And I know some of you are going to try and do it, but whatever you say is going to be bullshit because it's not that hard. So, yeah, I saw a picture of all these books just sitting on the shelves still, and I'm like, this is, I don't know anybody in the UK that can send me one of these things, so I guess I'm shit out of luck, and I'm going to have to look at eBay. And hopefully the scalpers on eBay become aware of this and decide to lower their prices. Because if for some reason I do attempt to try and get this book, which I have not done, and I am probably not going to do, unless they give it to me at retail price, they're going to be sitting on these things for a very long time. Like they have been. So, yeah, just an update on that, in case some of you live in the UK. I, for one, am not that petty, and I would happily see those books go to collectors like myself. So if you're in the UK, you're around the Warhammer World, there were some sitting on the shelves. I would call them and ask, but they're there. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I hope they don't fuck up Space Marine 2.